Good morning. Our scripture today is from Mark chapter 11, verses 12 through 19. Now the next day when they had come out from Bethany, he was hungry. And seeing from afar a fig tree having leaves, he went to see if perhaps he would find something on it. When he came to it, he found nothing but leaves, for it was not the season for figs. In response, Jesus said to it, "Let no one eat fruit from you ever again." And his disciples heard it. So they came to Jerusalem. Then Jesus went into the temple and began to drive out those who bought and sold in the temple, and overturned the tables of the money changers and the seats of those who sold doves. And he would not allow anyone to carry wares through the temple. Then he taught, saying to them, "Is it not written, 'My house shall be called a house of prayer for all nations'? But you have made it a den of thieves." And the scribe and chief priests heard it and sought how they might destroy him, for they feared him, because all the people were astonished at his teaching. When evening had come, he went out of the city. The word of the Lord.
One of my favorite things to see at the library is when a baby sees the kitchen set. The kitchen is packed full of food. Even if it's not real, it would be envied by all the hoarders out there right now. While we know that the food is plastic, the babies just see cupcakes and pizza and apples. As the babies get closer, their eyes get bigger, thinking they're about to have a feast. But as soon as they pick up a piece of food and try to take a bite, you see the joy in their eyes fade. They realize that they did not get what they expected. They are disappointed. This is what's happening in this sandwich story in Mark 11. From far away, Jesus saw a fig tree that looked like it was bearing fruit. But as he got closer, he realized it was just flowering and there was actually no fruit on the tree. Jesus was disappointed, just like the babies at the library. He was expecting to find sweet fruit to eat, but instead, he got nothing. Sandwiched in between these two parts of the fig tree stories is the story about Jesus clearing the temple. While these two stories seem unconnected, they actually help emphasize the same problem. Just like there is no physical fruit on the fig tree, there was no spiritual fruit in the temple. They were both cursed for the same issue. As I was reading and preparing, I could not help but notice the parallel of these stories to our lives today. Just like the fig tree looked good from far away, or how the Pharisees appeared to be doing the right things for the right reasons, we can fall into the same temptation or looking good on the outside, but not worrying about the inside. We can make our lives look perfect. We can go to church every Sunday, volunteer to read scripture, or sing in the choir, or even tithe every week. These things are the right things to do, but without doing them for the right reasons, we are just like the Pharisees. So examine your fruit. Are you doing the right things just to look fruitful, but actually there is no fruit on your trees? Do you volunteer to do something so that you get the credit for helping when no one else would? Do you read the Bible every morning just to check it off your to-do list? Do you come to church just to socialize with your friends? Do you work just to buy a new iPhone or a bigger TV? Do you raise children just to instill good morals? The fruit that believers have is stated in Galatians 5. They are love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. As people get closer to you, they should see this fruit in your life. They are the true fruit of a believer. They are what people should see as they get closer to your fig tree. While far away, they see someone who attends church and community group regularly, volunteers, donated money, and reads their Bibles. Under closer inspection, they should also see a person who is patient with their children, even when schooling from home. They should see someone who is kind to all people. They should see someone who is in control of their emotions and action. This fruit comes directly from Jesus Christ. In John 15, Jesus says, "I am the vine. Abide in me and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you." We cannot bear fruit without the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. So go and find someone who is close to your fig tree and ask them what fruit they see in your life because of Jesus Christ.